Hi, Dangal greetings. My name is Marilyn Avella and I'm the group leader of Group 4 with my co-members Demata De Haico, Escopete Gargarino, Fabiala, Ignacio Hesalva, and Malawi. So for my part, I'll be explaining the check storage and class section. So here we have immediately invoke function expression. Basically, it checks kung supported ba ng browser yung local storage. If undefined yung storage, it will wipe the screen and shows a browser not supported message. Next, we have the class store. So since local storage can only store strings, we use JSON stringify and JSON parse. And notice na static lahat ng method because we don't need to create new store. We just need to call store.get or store.set directly. And it uses a try-catch block. So kung may corrupted sa storage or data, it won't break the app. It will just return an empty array or default value. Next, we have the user class. So this represents the teacher or admins logging in. See the password and hashtag. It is a private, meaning we cannot access user password from outside the class. And since private fields don't show up in standard JSON strings, we added a custom JSON method so the password can still be saved to the database properly. And we also have here the person and student record extends person class. So this is an inheritance where person is the parent class and student is the child class. So person holds the name, contact address, while the student record class holds the additional information. And we also have here a method overriding of getInfo, where the method adds more details to the original version from the person class. And lastly, we have the class section. This is a simple data object. It just maps the class section to a specific teacher and room. It's a clean way to keep track of which student belongs to where. So that's all for my part. Thank you.
Greetings everyone. I am King James Simata and we here gonna talk about the class grade. We have the constructor of the ID, student ID, subject, period, and grade. Also have the method get remarks that will return outstanding if it is equal to 90 or above. If it is equal to 85, it's very good or above. And if it is 80 above, it will return good. And 75 equal above is passed. So else it will be returned failed. And for our class attendance, we have a constructor, the ID, student ID, date, status, and remarks. Next is the custom validation error that extends the error. We have super message, which is in-inherit niya galing kay error. And the name will be validation error and the field is equals to field for extra property beyond base error. So here is the data seeder, which is yung dami data natin for the local storage on first onload, and it will bumps the seed version to avoid receiving on subsequent loads. So for the data seeder natin, we store the users as well as their sections, also the students, as well as the subjects. And next one, we have the date for their attendance, whether they can be present, absent, or late. And next one is the function of gen ID, where we can have the array length, maps, and their array map, and they will have their ID. And that's it for my part. Thank you very much.
Greetings everyone, my name is Lasmay Dahayko and i-discuss ko po itong part ko. So first po is class app. Dito po is may mga laman po siyang private fields na hindi po ma-access sa outside. And yung constructor naman po is gagana lang kapag nagamit na po itong class app na to. And dito naman po sa bind login form, dito po pwede po siya mag-switch role kung teacher or student. And dito naman po is mga validation po or user input validation. Pero dito po is login credential po siya. Yan po, kapag po nag-type ka lang ng kahit ano is mag-incorrect po yan. Dapat po dito is accurate po dito sa demo accounts. Student 1, then pass 1, 2, 3, and magpo-proceed po siya sa main app po natin or main dashboard. And yan po yung code natin or main app. And student naman po, kapag po student daw is dito po siya sa main dashboard. Kapag po sa teacher, dito po yung main dashboard nila. Same lang po na may demo accounts po sila both. Ayan, 1, 2, 3. And ito po yung teachers po na dashboard. And ito naman po is yung code po para po sa mag-function po tong hamburger na icon para lumabas po yung sidebar po natin. And ito naman po is yung code po natin para po ma-switch po natin sa another pages pa po. Dito po is may mga method po natin na render student, render grades, render attendance para po mag-function po itong mga navigation po natin. Kaya ng grades, attendance, and pwede ka rin po mag-customize ito. Kung grade 7 result, kung present lang po, then all section po, and pwede ka rin po mag-search dito. And that's all.
All greetings. I am Richmond D. Escopete and I will be explaining my part. Ang code na ito ay para sa isang web app dashboard na may students page, modals, at top bar functionalities. Sa top bar, may hamburger menu toggle at mobile overlay, pati na rin ang logout button na nag-clear ng session at nag-redirect sa login screen. Mayroon namang toast function na nagpapakita ng short back-up notifications sa bottom ng screen kapag may action gaya ng successful sign out. Ang confirmation modal naman ay ginagamit bago i-execute ang delete action at may callback function para siguraduhin tama ang susunod na step. Sa modals, nakaset up ang close buttons, backdrop click at save buttons para sa students, grades, attendance at sections. Ang students page ay may search at section filter at ginagamit ang hashtag draw students para i-display ang list ng students sa table kasama ang edit at delete button sa bawat row. Kung walang students na tumutugma sa filter o search, nagpapakita ito ng no students found na message para mas malinaw sa user. Thank you po.
All greetings po. My name is John Michael V. Fabiala and I will explain naman po yung sa student management, especially yung add, edit, at delete student po. So, first po yung open student model. So, yung function po neto is, ito po yung nagbubukas ng form. So, kapag clinic po ng user yung add student, lalabas yung form na walang laman. Pero kapag edit naman po yung pinindot like this, automatic naka-fill yung existing data ng student. So, dito po nagde-decide kung add mode or edit mode, depende kung may ID o wala. So, example po, clinic yung add, empty form. So, then kung edit naman po, may laman na agad yung data. Then, the next po is yung save student. So, ito naman po yung nagsisave ng data. Una po, check niya kung may laman yung required field like first name, last name, section, then contact. So, kapag may kulang, hindi siya magsisave, then magsishow po siya ng error. So, ganito po. Then, pag okay po yung lahat ng in-input ng user, kung walang ID, mag-a-add yung bagong student. Then, kung may ID, i-update niya yung existing data dun sa student. So, special din po dito, kapag binago yung pangalan ng student, ina-update din niya po yung name dun sa user account para synchronize pa rin po. Then, after nun, sinasave niya sa local storage, then nare-refresh yung table. Then, next naman po is yung delete student. So, ito naman po is para sa pagdi-delete. So, may confirmation muna bago mag-delete. So, kapag pinindot yung okay, madi-delete yung student. Then, madi-delete yung student, then kasama yung grades, attendance niya, then automatic po na mawawala na siya sa table. Then, yun lang po for my parts.
Hello everyone, Dangal greetings. My name is Jason P. Gargarino, and this is my part, which is render students. Kapag open ng system, makikita nyo agad yung table ng students. So, meaning, nagra-run agad yung render students. Dito niya piniprepare yung filters tulad ng section, tapos tinatawag niya yung Drew student, kaya may laman agad yung table. Then, dito naman, kapag nag-type ka sa search bar or nag-filter ka ng section, mapapansin nyo na nagbabago yung table. So, ibig sabihin, nagra-run yung Drew students. Then, dito sa Drew student na ito, dito nangyayari yung filtering, which is kinukuha niya yung input sa search at section, tapos sine-check niya kung match ba yung pangalan at section. Kapag walang result, magpapakita ng no student found. Kapag meron naman, lalabas sila sa table. So, try natin kapag yung wala. Magsa-type tayo ng kahit ano. So, lalabas yung no student found. Kapag meron naman, try natin MJ, lalabas yung table na match dun sa pangalan. Then, dito na, for open student model naman, kapag gusto natin mag-add ng student, pipindutin natin yung add student, add natin, tapos lalabas yung form. So, ibig sabihin, tumakbo na yung, or nag-run na yung open student model. Tapos dito, kung edit yung pinindot natin, lalabas yung existing na data ng student. Then, kapag add naman, blank lang yung form, parang bagong input. So, ayan. Tapos, pagkatapos mag-input, kapag pinindot natin yung save, papasok naman tayo sa save na function, save student. Dito, check na kung tama yung input, tulad ng name at age. Kapag valid naman, isi-save yung student. Then, for last, kapag nag-delete naman, dito naman tayo sa delete, kapag nag-delete tayo ng student, tinatanggal lang niya yung student sa list, tapos nire-refresh niya yung table, kaya nawawala siya sa UI. So, that's
Greetings everyone, my name is Brent Michael Signacio, and ang papaliwanag ko naman sa inyo is yung attendance method ng ating system. Kung start sa render attendance dito, ginagawa lang nito yung pinapagano niya and pinifilter niya yung attendance button like, para lumabas tayo sa attendance form. Then, ito tayo sa draw attendance. Ginagawa naman ito yung sa table, siya yung nag-aayos, nag-filter, and sineset niya yung sineset niya by sorted most recent dates. Then, dito naman tayo sa ito. Yung students lang, yung sa students na account, students lang na record nila yung makikita nila, hindi sa ibang students din. And dito naman tayo sa kabila. Sa may crutch. Ito yung sa may edit, delete, then ito like, pag sinearch mo yung dito, kung ano lang yung lalabas, kung ano lang yung student na lalabas, yung mga naka-record lang. Pag wala dyan, no records ang lalabas. And dito naman tayo. Yung ginagawa naman ito open modal forum, ito yung binubuksan niya yung forum natin, then log attendance, kung sinong gusto mong students na kung present ba sila, absent, late, then edit mo yung date. Kung pero ba sila sa remarks or kung wala, edi save. Then dito naman tayo. Ito yung update lang ng yun. Like I said, ito yung log attendance. Then, yung delete and edit. Ito yung edit. Edit mo muna kung nagkamali ka lang ng students. Then, mo sila. Present ba sila talaga or edit mo yun. Kung very good ba talaga, then save. Tapos kung edit, kung mo naman, di-delete mo, may lalabas na confirmation na message, then delete. Then yun lamang po para sa attendance method ng ating.
So, greetings everyone. My name is Jeremiah Salva and explain ko po sa inyo yung part ko, which is this section. So, ang nangyayari po dito is pwede tayo mag-add ng section and also mag-search, edit, and delete. Try natin itong add. So, pwede add tayo ng section. Grade 9, masipag. 11 na 89. 10 room. 102. 1026. So, ayan, na-save na po natin yung masipag. Also, try natin itong mag-search. Search natin yung inad natin. Yan. Pwede yan kahit tops or maliit. May kita pa rin siya. And also, pwede natin siyang edit. Gawin natin siyang masinop. Yan. Pwede. Then, palitan natin yung teacher. Yan. So, pwede tayo mag-edit. And also, pwede natin siyang i-delete kung gusto natin. Yan, may confirmation kung want ba talaga natin siyang i-delete. Yan. Next po is yung sa generate report. So, this is the code natin.
Yan, report. So, dito na po is ang nangyayari nito is nag-generate po siya ng report ng mga students. Kunyari, gusto natin i-generate yung grade ng mga students sa kahit anong section. Kunyari, ayan, pindutin natin to. So, mag-generate po yung grade ng mga students sa kahit anong section. And also, meron din po tayong specific. Kunyari, gusto natin sa grade 8 Rizal lang. So, pwede natin siya i-generate. Sa Rizal section ng student lang yung may papakita. Then, kung gusto naman natin attendance report sa grade 8 Rizal, yan naman po yung magpapakita. Then, kapag naman po sa grade 9, wala po. Since wala pong student pa pong nalagay. Ayun lang po, and maraming salamat.
Hi Dangal, greetings. I'm Justin Garmalawit. Sa huling part ng aming presentation, I'll explain ko yung logic sa likod ng settings at yung mga helper methods na nagpapatakbo sa background ng aming school portal. Dito muna tayo sa setting page, which is ito. Ayan. Ang logic dito is yung data management. Kapag kinilik yung clear data button, iti-trigger nito yung local storage dot remove item. Pinupura nito lahat ng record, students, grade at attendance para mag-reset yung system ng sa zero. Importante ito for testing purposes lang para malinis natin yung database ng as in malinis. At ito namang populate section filter. Explain ko naman kung paano nagiging dynamic yung aming drop-down. Imbis na i-hardcode yung mga options sa HTML, ginagamitan namin ito ng iteration. Ang populate section filter, which is ito, ayan, ay kumukuha ng data galing sa store at automatic na inilalagay yung mga active section sa select tag. Same logic din sa subject. Ginagawa namin ito kahit magdagdag ng bagong section, automatic itong naglalabas ng filters nang hindi binabago yung UI ng code. At yung escape naman, meron din tayong dalawang very important helper methods. Yung escape na naka-highlight na yan, ang logic nito is HTML escaping. Sinasanitize nito yung input para i-block yung mga special character gaya ng less than tsaka yung greater than. Ang function nito is to prevent yung cross-site scripting attacks. Yan siguro neto na text lang ang madi-display at hindi magra-run yung script yung ini-input ng user. At ito namang sec name ID ito. Simple pero effective na mapping logic dahil ID lang yung nakasave sa student record. Ito yung method na naghahanap kung anong pangalan ng section, yung match sa ID na yun para human readable pa rin siya sa table na yun. Yung ano naman, itong bind action. Explain ko yung bind action. Ang tawag dito is event delegation. Imbis na lagyan natin ng event listener ang bawat edit o delete. Bota sa libo-libong rows, isang listener lang ang nilalagay natin sa buong document. Pag ni-click yung button, tinignan ng system yung data action attributes gamit yung switch case, automatic niya tinatawag yung tamang method kung edit student ba or del grade. Napaka-efficient nito sa memory kasi hindi mabigat sa browser. Yung part ko ang sumisiguro na safe at organized at efficient yung data flow ng user interaction sa buong portal. Yun lang ang part ko. Thank you.
So that's all for our midterm video presentation of our project. We hope you understand how our system works. So thank you.